What if the man powering the global AI revolution once cleaned toilets in a Kentucky boarding school? Meet Jensen Huang, the co-founder and CEO of Nvidia, a company now valued at over $2 trillion and leading the charge in artificial intelligence, gaming, and advanced computing. But Huang's story isn't just about chips and GPUs, it's about grit, resilience, and discipline. This is the story of a man who went from washing dishes at Denny's to redefining the future of technology. If you're chasing success, his mindset is a masterclass in how to get there. Early life and challenges. Jensen Huang was born in 1963 in Tainan, Taiwan. His early life was a journey across continents, first to Thailand, then, at just 9 years old, to the United States. His parents, hoping to secure him a better future, enrolled him in a boarding school. But fate had other plans. Due to a misunderstanding, he was mistakenly sent to the Oneida Baptist Institute in Kentucky, a reform school. Jensen shared a dorm with troubled teens, many of whom were sent there by the court system. He was bullied, ostracized, and assigned chores that included cleaning bathrooms daily. For a child who barely spoke English, it was a traumatic, isolating experience. But where others would break, Huang adapted. He developed a quiet endurance. Instead of giving in to despair, he focused on academics and found solace in a surprising place: the ping pong table. Jensen became so skilled that he eventually ranked among the top junior table tennis players in the US. This phase of his life forged something deeper than skill. It built resilience. It taught him discipline. And above all, it ignited a relentless hunger to prove himself. Huang's early trials weren't obstacles. They were his training ground. They laid the emotional and psychological foundation that would later allow him to navigate the brutal world of Silicon Valley. Academic pursuits and early career. After surviving the Kentucky ordeal, Huang reunited with his family in Oregon. There, he pursued electrical engineering at Oregon State University. It wasn't an easy path. He juggled academics while working at Denny's, bussing tables, and washing dishes to support himself. These were formative years. Long hours and low pay didn't discourage him. They taught him humility, work ethic, and appreciation for every inch of progress. Upon graduation, Huang joined Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, and later LSI Logic, where he learned the ins and outs of semiconductor design and business strategy. But he wasn't content being an employee. He had bigger dreams. While working full-time, Huang pursued a master's degree in electrical engineering from Stanford University. This dual grind, corporate by day, academic by night, wasn't glamorous, but it was critical. He soaked up everything from chip architecture to computer graphics. This blend of experience, education, and hands-on grit would eventually serve as the blueprint for what was to come. By his early 30s, Jensen Huang wasn't just prepared to start a company, he was sharpened by hardship and armed with knowledge. And the world was about to meet Nvidia, founding of Nvidia. In 1993, with just $40,000 in the bank and a vision, Jensen Huang teamed up with Chris Malachowski and Curtis Preem to start Nvidia. The goal? To build powerful graphics chips that could simulate reality, a concept that sounded radical at the time. The early days were anything but smooth. Nvidia's first chip failed spectacularly. Investors doubted them. Competition was fierce. At one point, the company was so close to bankruptcy that Huang personally called each team member to ask them to hang on just a little longer. But Jensen's leadership shone through. He wasn't just building technology, he was building belief. He pushed his team with laser-sharp focus, holding on to a single principle: make the impossible inevitable. Then, in 1997, the breakthrough came, the Riva 128. It was a fast, affordable graphics processor that finally put Nvidia on the map. From there, they moved fast, faster than the competition, and with more ambition. This wasn't just the birth of a company, it was the birth of a legacy. Huang had turned near failure into liftoff, and he was just getting started. Innovations and industry impact. In 1999, Jensen Huang and Nvidia introduced the world's first GPU, the GeForce 256. While it was initially celebrated for revolutionizing gaming graphics, its impact would soon stretch far beyond entertainment. This single invention redefined how computers process data, laying the groundwork for an entirely new frontier: parallel computing. By 2006, Huang took another bold leap with the launch of CUDA, Compute Unified Device Architecture. This innovation allowed developers to harness the power of GPUs not just for graphics, but for general-purpose computing. Suddenly, GPUs weren't just about pixels, they were about processing trillions of operations per second, enabling breakthroughs in deep learning, medical research, self-driving cars, and scientific simulations. Fast forward to 2025, and Nvidia isn't just a tech company, it's the backbone of the AI revolution. Its cutting-edge GPUs are used in everything from OpenAI models to Tesla's autonomous driving systems, and from Google's data centers to military-grade simulations. As of June 2025, Nvidia's market cap has crossed the $2.6 trillion mark, and its influence spans not only Silicon Valley, but the entire digital world. Jensen Huang didn't just build chips, he architected a global infrastructure for intelligence. And in doing so, he didn't follow trends, he set them. Leadership style and philosophy. Jensen Huang's leadership isn't loud, but it's legendary. He leads with what he calls a growth mindset, always pushing boundaries and encouraging his team to pursue innovation, not perfection. At Nvidia, failure isn't feared, it's mined for insight. This mindset has allowed the company to evolve quickly in fast-moving sectors like AI and gaming. Huang is known for being intensely hands-on, often reviewing chip architecture and software frameworks himself. He's also known for asking tough questions, rewarding effort, and giving credit where it's due. He believes that leaders don't just make decisions, they shape culture. That culture at Nvidia, it's one of intellectual ambition and emotional humility. Employees aren't just engineers, they're dreamers, problem solvers, and storytellers. Under Huang's guidance, Nvidia became one of the few places in Silicon Valley where technological moonshots and company loyalty coexist. What drives it all is discipline, not just in execution, but in staying true to mission. Whether it's skipping flashy marketing or declining quick money partnerships, Huang plays the long game. And that's why when Nvidia makes a move, the world watches. Personal life and philanthropy. Behind the iconic black leather jacket and keynote stage presence, Jensen Huang lives a surprisingly grounded life. He's married to Lori Mills, whom he met during college, and together they have 2 children. Despite his immense wealth, now estimated at over $80 billion, Huang is known for maintaining a humble lifestyle and focusing his energy on giving back. His philanthropy reflects his belief in education as the ultimate equalizer. Huang has donated over $50 million to institutions like Oregon State University and Stanford, funding advanced research labs, AI programs, and scholarships for underprivileged students. He also supports tech education initiatives in underserved communities, hoping to inspire the next generation of inventors. Huang doesn't just invest in hardware, he invests in human potential. And in doing so, he's ensuring that the gates he once had to break through are now open for others. From bullied immigrant kid to AI pioneer, Jensen Huang's journey is more than a tech success story. It's a roadmap for anyone chasing greatness. He showed us that pain can forge strength, that discipline beats raw talent, and that true leadership is as much about vision as it is about values. He didn't inherit a throne, he built one, chip by chip, line of code by line of code. Today, Nvidia stands as a symbol of what happens when relentless perseverance meets daring innovation. If this video sparked something in you, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming content. We're not just sharing predictions, we're exploring the deeper connections between mindset, culture, and the future. Now we want to hear from you. What's one discipline, habit, or mindset you're actively working on right now to build your future? Drop it in the comments below. Your insight might just inspire someone else. Let's grow, think, and evolve together. This journey is just getting started.